So which one should I start with? They're all so good. Oh, so good. Oh, so good. Oh, bourbon. Oh, beautiful. Alright guys, first of all we start with the cocktail number 1, and this is the Blood and Sand. Now I will not do the classic recipe. The classic recipe requires equal parts of the aged whiskey, Martini Rosso, cherry liqueur, which is cherry herring in this case, and orange juice. I'm doing a little twist. So I will increase a little bit the measurement of the aged whiskey, and I'm going to introduce a little kind of just a small dash, around 5 ml of pitted single malt whiskey, so we can give a little bit different, more kind of a kick on the cocktail and keep the whiskey profile instead of washing it out with the cherry liqueur and the Martini Rosso. So without further ado, let's start making it. First I'm using Johnnie Walker, 12 years old, Johnnie Black. In the shaker, 30 ml of Johnnie Black. There we go. Then of course 22.5 of the cherry liqueur, so you can use original as it's made with the cherry herring, but if you don't have, you can use Luxardo cherry or any cherry liqueur. So 22.5 of the liqueur. And the same it's with the Martini Rosso. So Martini Rosso, 22.5. Again, use any sweet vermouth which you have at home if you don't have this. And finally, the last spirit, which it's a little bit like a twist on the Blood and Sand. And this is gonna be just a 5 ml of Talisker, 10 years old I'm using, but you can use any single malt pitted whiskey. This is gonna give a nice kind of a whiskey character to the cocktail, and it's gonna be absolutely fantastic. Originally, the cocktail requires fresh squeezed orange, but if you can get hold of it, the Heering 100% juices, okay? Heering, they do 100% cold pressed pineapple or squeezed orange, and it's absolutely fantastic. So 30 ml of the orange juice instead of getting it oops, there you go. Right, and this is it. Now we're gonna put some ice in the cocktail and give it a shake. The cocktail is served in the coupe glass, so grab my coupe glass. You can chill the glass. Don't forget, it's nice always when you serve cocktails straight up to chill the glass before that if you want. I didn't do it because, as I mentioned, it's absolutely freezing in my studio. Everything is cold. Let's give it a shake. Beautiful. For the garnish of the cocktail, use orange zest, and if you have maraschino cherries, I'll suggest to pop one on the cocktail pick and have a maraschino cherry. If not, orange zest will be just enough. Fine strain, of course. And there you go. Your Blood and Sand cocktail. Not serve on ice, not nothing, just a straight up. However, if you prefer to serve it on the ice, it's absolutely fine. And I'm gonna get an orange zest, and I'm using my knife because I left my peeler at home. But anyway, right, let me get my cutting board just to give a little shape of the orange zest. So we make it look nice. Lovely. Just extract a nice orange zest and drop it in. That's it. Cheers. That's the first cocktail. Absolutely wonderful. Let's leave it on the side. Put this on the back. And let's make cocktail number 2. Okay guys, cocktail number 2 is Clairvoyant. I hope I pronounced it right. If I didn't pronounce it wrong, feel free to correct me when you see the recipe down in the description. This cocktail is fantastic. It's for all of you who likes cocktail but don't want to have something very strong and very high in ABV. So that's the second option for you. Just have a nice sip before Halloween meal. It's more like aperitivo cocktail. So let's start making it. The cocktail includes Fino Sherry, dry vermouth, and Frangelico hazelnut liqueur and Angostura orange bitters. So let's crack on. This cocktail is stirred, so no shaking here. You have Fino Sherry, any Fino Sherry you can find. The idea is to use the Fino Sherry so you have this dryness from the sherry with a dry vermouth and just a little bit touch of sweetness and a nutty flavor from the hazelnut liqueur, the Frangelico. So both of them it's equal measure, the Fino Sherry and the dry vermouth. So we start with 45 ml of Fino Sherry. $45 ml of dry vermouth, Martini dry or Ferdinand's dry or Noilly Prat, whatever you have at home, 45 ml. There you go. And 22.5 to 25 ml of the Frangelico. Beautiful. You get this golden color because all of the liquids it's a nice and light golden color. And finally, we have 1 to 2 dashes of Angostura orange bitter. I'll put 2. Originally says 1, but I'll put 2. Drop some ice in your mixing glass. And give it a good stir. I'm just gonna pop a few ice pieces in my martini glass to give it a little chill when I'm stirring. Give it a good stir, and this, once again, it's a lovely solution for your Halloween evening. Before meal, it's a wonderful, wonderful aperitivo, okay? There you go, give it a good stir, good stir. Chill it down nicely. That's not enough to chill out, but again, don't forget, if you have a freezer, like free space in the freezer, put your glasses in advance to freeze them, or make sure you chill them in advance before you serve. Right, strainer, and let's serve. And this, ladies and gentlemen, it's Clairvoyant. Again, it's just orange zest peel, so I'm gonna grab my knife and I'm gonna do a quick orange zest peel. That's the only garnish you're using here. Just a second. A quick express, maybe rub the rim of the glass and just drop inside the peel. And this is Clairvoyant. Cocktail number 2. It's wonderful. You have this lovely dryness from the Fino Sherry and from the vermouth, and finally the lovely kick from the Frangelico with the hazelnut flavor. It's just beautiful. So time to do the last one, cocktail number 3. Alright guys, cocktail number 3. This is the Devil's Share. Devil Share is based on bourbon, so it's for every one of you who likes and love bourbon and like a little bit of kick, hit and a spice a little bit in your cocktail. So this one, it's very simple, but it's fantastic, refreshing cocktail. So if you're ready, let's make it. The cocktail, it includes just a bourbon, fresh ginger, fresh orange juice, fresh lemon juice, and a maple syrup. So first of all, before any shaking, before anything, we need some of the fresh ginger. So I'm gonna cut some of the ginger. Now, the original recipe says to muddle the ginger, okay? You could do, not necessary, because we're gonna shake and that's gonna help to extract some of the ginger anyway. And since I'm extremely not prepared today and I forget my muddler home, I will just shake it. But if you want to extract more of the spice, if you like more of the spice, like the spice flavor from the ginger, I will suggest give it a good muddler before you actually do anything. So I will just gonna pop it in the shaker. And then main ingredients. I'm using today the Buffalo Trace, but you can use your favorite bourbon. It's absolutely fine. This is 60 ml of the bourbon. So, because it's the only spirit inside, that's where you're going, 60 ml of the bourbon. Fantastic. Now, fresh orange. I will cut half of this orange and give it a squeeze. It says around 30 ml of the orange. Like I say, you can use eager oranges, but I want to give a fresh orange squeeze. So I'm gonna go roughly like a half of the orange should give you more than enough to use. There you go. However, just see what kind of oranges you have and you decide what you want to use. But as I said, it should give you enough of the juice. And I'm gonna get half of the lemon. I have this lemon earlier, which I used for some cocktails on my Instagram. So it's kind of a peeled, some of the peel missing, but this is more than enough for me to squeeze a 30 ml of the lemon juice. Original recipe says 22.5, but I like to squeeze a little bit more of the juice to make a little bit more longer the cocktail. And finally, 12.5 ml of the maple syrup. This is a proper autumn cocktail, don't you agree? Proper bourbon, maple syrup, orange, lemon, ginger. It's absolutely fantastic. Right, let's put some ice inside. Okay. Wanted to give a good shake because this way I'm gonna make sure the ginger it's breaked enough. Oh, it's fantastic. And again, served over ice. I'm gonna serve over a big cube of clear ice. And because it's a little bit bigger, I need to cut some of it so I can fit it in my glass. Hopefully. And yeah, guys, this is it. 3 cocktails for your Halloween. So when I'm cutting the ice, if you're new to the channel, thanks for sticking out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to follow. I mentioned before I'm working on a new documentary, which is called Behind the Bottle. And I'm happy to announce that I've already have 2 interviews recorded. With one is with the Vermouth, one is with Gin Company, and tomorrow I'm recording an interview with a tequila brand. So stay around because I think officially we're gonna start with the series from November. There you go, the cocktail is ready. Let's give it a good stir. I mean, not stir, a good strain. And just put in a lovely old-fashioned glass over one large cube of ice. And again, orange zest for garnish. Extract and drop it in. And there you go. Devil's Share. Oh boy. I love them all. It's just absolutely fantastic. Let me move this away. So here we go, guys. The Devil's Share, based on bourbon, fantastic with fresh ginger, fresh orange, fresh lemon and maple syrup. Then you have the Clairvoyant with a Finnish sherry, dry vermouth, frangelico hazelnut liqueur and orange bitters. And of course, you have a very famous cocktail, Blood and Sand, a little bit twist here, adding some single malt for pittiness. And of course, you have the 12 years old Scotch, whatever you decide to use, plus cherry liqueur and Martini Rosso. I hope this is gonna give you enough kind of ideas what to prepare for your Halloween weekend. You can try them all, or you can stick just with one, whatever you decide. Thank you for watching, thank you for sticking around with Just Shake or Stir. Thanks for everybody who helped to reach over 500 followers so far. Let's hit the 1,000, come on, we can do that. I hope you're gonna hit the like button, subscribe, and of course, as always, I love you and I leave you. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.